Good afternoon, everyone. It's been a hot minute since I've been on here. I think it's been, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 months or something. And to be completely honest, that's just been because I haven't had anything to say. But what has been getting on my mind is what Stowe posted here a couple days ago, which was a repost from something back in February. Theta Stowe 42 is his username. And I love this image he picked for it. So, how I treat my trading account. So, imagine you have just recently taken a job at a warehouse that stores explosives. The pay is incredible. The only job is you have to sit in the room with explosives all day, and you have to smoke 4 to 8 cigarettes when you're in there. If you don't blow up, you win. So, what Stowe is getting at is that trading is a lot of boredom and honestly not a ton of work. But the work that you are doing is pretty sketchy. However, if you manage to not screw up the execution, you're going to win. Uh, it's a pretty simple concept to understand, and I wanted to expand on it just a little bit. Uh, the reason I haven't really been posting anything to YouTube or even Twitter for that matter is compared to what I used to, is just because I don't really have much to say. I've just been trying to trade my process, and it's been going well, and that's been that. Yesterday was terrible. Today wasn't anything great either, but I've just been working my process, and it's been what it is. And I go on Twitter all the time, and I don't know. We can go to my home feed or whatever. We can go to. I love that it shows autism and marketing. That's there you go. But and I like double wide. I'm not picking on him. I want that to be really clear. But you go on Twitter and you see people are posting statistics, and you go, okay, that's interesting. Okay, look at all these statistics. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, whoa, like look at this. He's got Fibonacci stuff, MACD. I don't know what this is. Some VIX kind of thing. All right, like that's interesting. Some people might use a fib from yesterday's range, wherever this is an external trading hours chart. Uh, there we go. Some people might look at an external or some Fibonacci stuff and go, okay, what if we drew it from the high to the low? Oh, whoa, look at that. Perfectly held the 0.618. Look at that. The 1.0 held there, blah, blah, blah. My point being is that you can use a lot of stuff, right? You can use fibs, you can use Elliott wave. I used to use cumulative volume delta. You can use all of this stuff. Is definitely has a time and a place for it. That's something else. You can ignore that. Uh, the CVD stuff. Oh, whoa, look, it flips negative, and it looks like it's getting lower all day. Oh, on this pop, it doesn't really get much higher, so it's a pop you should short. There's a lot of stuff that you can use, and my point is that it all works. You can use CVD, you can use Elliott wave, you can use pivots, you can use Fibonacci. It all works, but I think what it comes down to is what is going to be the simplest for you. I think trading, especially leveraged futures trading, becomes a game of what is my most reliable trade. Not can I take 5 trades using 6 different indicators, and even if they all have positive EV, even if they're all returning you money at the end of the day, is it worth sitting there for an extra 3 hours to get, if it's a 50% win rate in a 1.2R trade, is it worth sitting there for another 3 hours and then hoping you execute it right, manage the trade right, make sure your stops are all where they should be, do all these things correctly? Is it worth it to get that extra 0.2R? Or is it more so worth it if you have another setup that's got a 65% win rate in a 1 to 1.5R? Is it more worthwhile to just leverage that up more, refine it more, and then just have that one setup? And if you see it, you hit it, and then if once you're done, you're done. To me, I found that it's worthwhile to just play the one setup. Um, that can sound lazy. It can sound like not maximizing returns. It can sound like a lot of things, but what it's been to me is that when I know my one setup, I know I can lever it hard. I know that I have confidence in it, and once it's done, it allows me to sit back, watch the market more neutral, and actually take in more from the market. Learn how to refine the approach. Learn if there's a new approach. It's fine to make new approaches, but instead of being at the desk, staring at each candle and trying to figure out where's the trade, and just exhausting yourself, grinding yourself away, it seems more worthwhile to, like Stowe said, figure out how to smoke in the warehouse full of explosives, and how to do it really well. Uh, that's all I really had to say today. It wasn't some miraculous video on how to trade. It instead is, you know, figuring out what your few trades are, figuring out how to make them more and more consistent, and just levering the shit out of them. To be to be frank, um, that's all I got. I hope that helps. I really do. And follow Stowe if you can. Again, no shade to Double Wide. He posts some awesome stuff. I like reading it. It's fun and interesting to me. Um, I hope that helps. Have a great night.